Okay, so this video is about input devices for Android, really because in another video I show about using this LG G3 through a television, and so I ordered this remote control. These are things I already had, so I've had this remote for absolutely ages. I mean, it must be, I don't know, 6-7 years old, something like that. It's a very old mouse, but I've just used it for testing purposes. And this keyboard I already had, which is a great mouse and keyboard. But it requires a little dongle to work. It's not actually a Bluetooth keyboard. It works like a standard mouse keyboard setup, any cordless one you'd have. And this device is a micro USB to actually plug into here to enable my keyboard to work with an Android phone. So let's get rid of all this for now. This is the bit I was concentrating on. My main issue with this keyboard, it's a great keyboard, it's really well designed, it's rechargeable, I really like the size of it, I was really happy with it, but if I turn it on, I'll show the problem I came up against. Now let's just see if it automatically connects, which I think it should do. Bluetooth keyboard connected, so I guess it is. So as I move my mouse, well, there we go, straight away. It's just launched Twitter. Now I didn't try and launch Twitter. If you try and move the mouse, you can see that it's launching things. Now let's go back again, hit home. Everything else works really well. So as a keyboard, you know, if I go BBC News, that sort of thing works. You can move up and down between results, things like that. All of that was fine, and I really like the fact, I don't know if you'll show it on the video, but it illuminates. No, it's too light to show. But I bought it for this device, to control this LG phone when it's plugged into a TV, and for that purpose, because of this erratic mouse movement, it just doesn't work. I even tried in settings, if you go into keyboards, language and keyboard, there's a speed for the mouse. There you go, pointer speed. So I sped that right up, and whilst it's better, it still selects things when you're not trying to, and just behaves very erratically. So that's that. Now if I turn that off, pop this one in, this is plugging this little dongle into my micro USB socket on the phone. Now this isn't my ideal solution because I want to use this phone connected to a TV via the micro USB using a slim port adapter, so that's right why I ordered the Bluetooth keyboard. But anyway, I already had this one. Now this one, well, let's switch it on first. This one, the mouse pad is great, really responsive, and works fine, and it really, if this was a Bluetooth keyboard, it would do everything I needed it to. You know, everything moves around with cursors, all the typing's fine. I mean, it's small, but you know, the idea is to have this for travel, so that would be a great combination were it not for the dongle preventing me to connect with HDMI. So I thought maybe it was a Bluetooth issue because this phone's got a Quad HD display, so that's 4 times a 720, is like an ordinary HD ready TV display, which is a lot of pixels, and I wondered if maybe Bluetooth wasn't that well supported on very high res displays, because I also saw someone else had a problem with this keyboard with a 4K TV. 4K TV's got slightly even more pixels than this device. But so I tried this really old, as I said before, this is a really old mouse. Now I've just switched it on. Now you can see that the mouse control works fine. Right click goes back, or usually does. Let's go back on this method. Oh, maybe it's just because it's a Google Home menu, it's a bit funny. Right, so on the normal menu, I can move it around, I can left click, I can right click, so if I say do iPlayer, and then I could select a program, and you can even move up and down with this touchpad. It's a very strange device. This is actually like an optical trackpad, which is, you know, for a device of its age. I mean, it says on the packaging that it was £60 originally, reduced to £9.99. I bought it from This Is It stores, and it's been alright really. The battery life's not great, but I don't really have a use for it. But in the case of this, just to do this test, I can see that actually it's the keyboard being incompatible. It's nothing to do with Bluetooth and this phone. It obviously supports it, and even if I switch it to 360 mode here, this now controls the mouse pointer. So if I select, or I better not select that in case of language, you can, left click to select, move it around, left click to start playing a program. So all of that is working fine. So it looks like this one's not the keyboard for me, so I'm sending it back to Amazon, and I've ordered a different Bluetooth keyboard, and hopefully that will work. Anyway, hopefully this helped. If you bought one of these and you're having problems, it may just be that you've got a very high-res device and these don't seem to work with it, but it's not a Bluetooth issue. You should be able to get a device to work. As I say, this mouse works fine. I was going to show that there's nothing wrong with this keyboard, it just doesn't seem to work for my particular LG G3 phone. Now, this is an old KitKat Android device. If I go to Bluetooth, if I switch this on, okay, so available devices, Bluetooth keyboard, tap on there to pair. Now we're connected, and the mouse works fine, as a mouse pad should. You know, it's responsive, it works well. So as I say, it's not necessarily this device. I actually would keep this device. I like this device. It's okay to type on when it's in two hands, and I like the way it lights up in the dark. So a really good media center keyboard, just not for very high resolution devices. I mean, some other people might have it working with a 4K TV or a high-res phone, but it didn't work with my particular LG G3. Anyway, thanks for watching.